first guest is LaQuisha Chester, and she is with Inspired Learning and Above. How are you doing, LaQuisha?
Hello, I'm doing well. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule because you all have so much going on, everyone that's here. But I thank you for just caring enough about our parents and this topic to be able to share some information. So thank you again. We're going to get started. Let us know. Tell me a little bit. Let us know. Let the parents know. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your educational background, and your experience before we get started.
Yes, ma'am. So I have been an educator for 14 years. I think this year makes 14.
Wow.
So I'm almost hitting 20 there. Very soon. So within my career, I have taught at an English school, base school, and then I also taught in just a regular public school. So I've taught kids from pre-K to second grade.
Wow.
Most of my career in second grade. The last 4 years of my career, because I did leave the school system in 2022. The last 4 years, I was a reading coach for a school for K through 5. So basically, that's just helping teachers with their reading instructions and helping them to find ways to support their students with reading. So that's a little bit of my background of education-wise. And so now I currently own a tutoring business. So I left in 2022, and I stepped out on faith to open up my own tutoring business full-time. And when I say it's full-time, it's full-time. So with that, we have kids from 3-year-olds all the way up to high school with tutoring.
You have 3-year-olds?
Yes, it's never too late to start early. So I have 3-year-olds that actually start.
Wow. Oh, I didn't know that. So you all, please make note of that. Hi, Michelle. I did not know that Inspired Learning and Above, LaQuisha Chester, she takes children as young as 3 years old. Now, I can't promise you she has an opening, but she does take them as young as 3-year-olds. So that is a wonderful. Okay, continue. I didn't even know that. So that is wonderful. I'm gonna have to get in contact with you. Go ahead.
Yes, so we do the 3-year-olds all the way up to high school for reading, writing, and math are the main things that we mainly stick to. But for high school, it's only certain math because I refuse to do calculus and pre-cal. That was back in my high school days. So, but we do stop at algebra 3 when it comes to high school students.
Okay, that is wonderful. All right, Inspired Learning and Above. That is really good, and I'm glad you shared that because, like I said, that is something that I didn't know. All right, so LaQuisha, when you think of Summer Slide and parents, village that's on here, let us know. Light It Up TV. What do you know about Summer Slide? What do you know about Summer Slide? What has your experience been? Have you had any personal experience with your children or nieces, nephews, grandchildren when you're talking about the Summer Slide? Let us know in the chat. All right, LaQuisha, tell us when we're talking about Summer Slide. What is that?
Yes. To me, like the Summer Slide is basically what it looks like. So when you have a slide and you're climbing up the ladder, so I look at it as we're spending the entire year climbing up this ladder to get them to the top, to actually get them to where they actually need to be at. And then the summer gets here and they're sliding on down. I think we don't realize that slide is where it enters back to the bottom. And then sometimes it's kind of hard to get back up that slide because we got to walk around the slide and then learn to go back up, whether that up slope is slower or if it's faster. That's how I see the whole Summer Slide in my vision.
And when you said that, LaQuisha, I thought about it when we're on a slide because I take my granddaughter to the park. It's fast, right? It's fast going down, and then climbing up is a little more challenging. Okay, so can the Summer Slide affect students of all grade levels, such as middle and high? Or is it just a particular student population that is affected the most?
Okay, so from what I see, because now I do tutor from 3-year-olds to high school, so mainly that elementary group are the ones that really get affected by the Summer Slide, because those are those foundation years, and so we have to keep those things going, or they're going to hit that slide and then they're going to hit the bottom hard. What I see with my middle school and high school crew, it's not as much as a huge slide, but it's more of the confidence because of how they have to get adjusted, especially my middle school children, that they have to get adjusted to school. So they spend so much time trying to adjust to a new environment, trying to adjust with different teachers and different personalities, that they are not fully confident in those skills. And so over the summer, because they weren't fully confident, they lose what they thought they knew. And then when they go to the next grade level, it's, I thought I knew that, or I've totally forgot it. And most schools are not going back to review a lot, so they are expected to know what they learned in 6th, 7th, 8th grade, or even high school.
Wow.
So it's not as a big slide in middle school and high school. It's more of they lose their confidence, and once their confidence lose, you might as well say that they hit the summer.
Wow. Wow. And I will say it's not so much a lot, because I agree with you that everything you said, but it's not that the teachers, they just don't have the capacity to go back and teach. Like they just don't. Like I remember, during the pandemic, and when I had my learning center that where children could come in, and their teachers were on the screens, and I was there supervising and providing additional support. I remember actually sharing with the parents, saying, well, can you get them caught up? I can't promise you I can get them caught up. I can promise you that they will make progress, but I cannot promise you that they're going to close that gap completely, right? Okay. So as much as we could do as parents and the village of our kindergarten through 5th grade children, since they are the ones that are most affected, that we need to pay attention to. You all, again, our topic is summer slide awareness, and we're talking about have you had any experience with your child in the summer slide, or child that you may know? All right, beating that learning loss, summer slide awareness, beating that learning loss. Okay, all right, and I think I have one more question for you, LaQuisha, in regards to our kindergarten through 5th grade children. What services specifically is it that your program is focusing on to prevent or decrease this summer slide and beating that learning loss?
I'm gonna say it is like a mix. It is a lot. Like it used to be the reading and writing.
Okay.
Now it's even math. So now I can't even say which one is greater than the other, because now I think they're all on the same train right now.
Wow.
Reading, the writing, and the math, all our kids are struggling with this new math. A lot of the parents are having a hard time trying to teach the new way of math. It's just that they have too many strategies to show them how to do something that when we did it, it's like, hey, Carrie, Bari, take over.
That's it.
So that's been a huge, big struggle with like K through 5. One thing I have noticed with tutoring, because I was talking to my tutors, we always sit and meet and talk about what are we seeing as far as patterns. Writing is a huge concern of mine that I am already planning how to fix that over the summer, and then also our children do not know how to write properly. And when
now, what grade level are you with that you see that this is an issue for, LaQuisha, where they don't know how to write?
Kindergarten to high school. It is everybody across the board. It is do not know how to write complete sentences, writing paragraphs, writing essays, knowing how to form those essays, punctuation, spelling, grammar, language. All of that is a humongous struggle that I've noticed this past year that our students are completely lacking in, and that's from kindergarten all the way up to high school.
And we know that affects test scores, because they look at all of that when you're looking at the writing portion of those standardized tests, that they look at all of that, from the concept to the grammar to the punctuations, like that all plays a part. Wow. Wow, that is something. So I'm glad, because you answered that question where there was an area of focus. So what is it that you do specifically that you would be able to help? I know you say you do a lot. Can you tell the parents so that they'll know like some of what you do specifically that is geared towards? Is that the writing? Is that what you were saying? Writing?
Yes, ma'am. So we do a lot, but we do the reading, we do reading, phonics, writing, and then of course all the math. So basically what we do is, because I have taught in the school system, I've taken all my knowledge of how to be a teacher, and then I apply that to tutoring. So we take assessment on all of our children.
So you have tutoring as well. So yours is not a camp. You are a learning center?
Yes, so I am strictly tutoring. So all of my students have hour sessions. Most of them come 2 days a week to get their sessions in. If they're behind, so I'm strictly tutoring. I'm not a all day camp. basically, I just have kids coming in right now for summer. They're coming in from 12 to 8 o'clock Monday through Thursday. So everyone has their own time and their own slot where they come in and get their instruction.
And they
So
come in for that hour. For an
yes,
hour. I love that. Okay, so this is more tutor based, and for a parent, how is it that you assess the children to determine where they are, so that you'll know what it is, or what does the parent bring you information?
yes. So I do ask parents to bring me what they do have from school because I'm very big on school and home connection.
Okay.
I do have my own assessments. So all of my assessments are state approved assessments. That's for reading and for math. So I give all my kids the assessment because I want to know exactly where they are and what they're struggling with. All of our assessments are in person. I don't do no
Awesome.
computerized tests because I believe in kids click. Like I need to see your facial
Mm,
expression. I need to witness your body language of when things get difficult or if you actually know it. So
that's
all of our
good.
assessments are hands-on, done pencil paper. I am very old school. I'm not even old, but I learned from some great old school teachers.
That's right.
Old school. So I take that, and each child have their own individual plan. No one child in my center, and we have over 100 kids, and no one has the same exact plan
I
because
love that. It's individualized.
mhm. So
I
we do keep parents abrupt. So every 6 weeks, we retest the students to see their growth, and also we give parents resources and things to help them while they're at home, so that we can see that
mm.
growth.
Okay, so that's it. All right. If you all have any questions for LaQuisha, drop them in the chat. LaQuisha Chester, for Miss Chester. If you all have any questions for her, drop them in the chat right now for me. And let's see. Parents, what areas would you like to have help for your children this summer? What are some of the areas that you've seen as parents that your children need help? Thank you so much, LaQuisha. Thank you so much. She will be coming back. Everyone will be coming back to join us for some last words. So if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat.